Hello everybody and welcome to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will and today we are back and we are playing some more Dungeons and Dragons, and today we have with us a man named Mike. How's it going, Mike?
Hey, how's it going? I just kicked my whole desk right when you said that, so that was fantastic.
Proud of you. That's impressive, very impressive.
I do good work.
What can I say? But yeah, we are going to be playing some more games today, and you guys are going to be helping us out as we return to the Forge of Fury. Now, if you were here last week, you might remember a bit about what we've been up to, but I'll remind you guys about what this is. And yeah, basically the exclamation point chat plays should take you to most of the information, but we'll show it here on stream in a second. Does Mike have a pike? Good question. Anywhere?
Not immediately.
Not an immediate pike to have. Well, that's a disappointment, but I guess we'll.
I know there's one around here. So
there's always one lying around, right?
where do I leave the damn thing?
So, yeah, that command should take you to finding the rules of the game that we're playing here today. So, we have our Elven Ranger in green, we have our Human Barbarian in red, our Dwarf Fighter in blue, and our Half-Elf Wizard in yellow. And today Mike will be voicing the wonderful Elven Ranger Kelf Emaya, who's a ranged expert, wields a crossbow, and makes a lot of logical decisions. So, last week, we started this game. Basically, the way you play is you guys in chat are going to be helping us to make decisions for the different characters, and the way that you choose a character that you'll be making decisions for as a team is to change your chat color by clicking the gear cog on Twitch and clicking on edit appearance, and then change your color to whatever team you want to represent. So if you want to represent Kelf the Elven Ranger, you change your color to green. That's Mike's color. If you want to represent the Human Barbarian Tyrion, then you change your color to a red. And the Dwarf Fighter Wilbur, who is a fan favorite, who's almost fallen down several wells and died several times, you change it to blue. And if you want to play the half-elf wizard, Lillian, then you change your colour to a yellow and orangey. I'll allow an orangeness. She's got a couple of spells. We have a couple of spells more to add in. I've forgotten. If anyone remembers whatever spell she had last week, feel free to remind me. I finally get to be a girl. Yes. Yeah.
My dream today.
So you can see the tokens here on the map, as this is Kelf. Here, let's see her stats. She's got 25 health, it looks like, 16 AC. We've kind of basically statted these. They're not in-depth character sheets or anything like that. We're just trying to make sure the game runs pretty quickly. We've got Tyran, who is our barbarian, with 25 hit points and a 14 AC, but he hits a little bit harder. Our friend Lillian has 23 hit points and 17 AC. That's quite impressive, actually. And Wilbur has 30 hit points and 20 AC currently, because he is all decked out in armor and shields, and he's going hard. So psychedelically, exclamation point chat plays is the command. If anyone is confused and joins in halfway through, if you guys could help me out whilst we're DMing here, that would be perfect. But to remind you guys what happened last week, I should be able to take us back in time to the previous map, where everything went on. In fact, let me go to my GM one. There we go. This will work better. So, you guys were entering into the Forge of Fury, which was a dwarven stronghold, and or previously, at least it seems, but it's been overrun by orcs. You came up here. You fought a bunch of orcs in several combats. Had another nasty fight along the bridge here with some more orcs who were lobbing javelins at you. Wilbur almost fell down and died. Can Wilbur sound like a terrible impersonation of Nick Cage? He's more of a terrible impersonation of Billy Connolly, I think. It's the only dwarf voice that I can really do very well. But I could try. Thank you again for the 8 months. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, you had a big fight some orcs down here, explored even further, had a little run-in with a kind of boss orc in this room here, during which time there was a big kind of love bed scenario, which I won't go into too much detail of, but it was hot. And you fought a giant along with a couple of direwolves, but one of the direwolves is your friend now, and is actually Frag, who is on Team Green with Kelf at the moment. So Frag's chilling, and you fought some Sturges down here. There was a big fireball explosion, and you descended into the deeper level of the Forge of Fury. So that's what we're going to be picking up as you guys descend down here. I'll move the players back to this one here. So we're in a deeper level. Things are ramping up a little bit as usual. I'm currently a player in the Forge of Fury. So yeah, again, I'll put the command in the title so you guys can join in. But basically, we play by kind of making group decisions. When we're in combats, make sure that you're talking about your turns whilst it's not your turn. So there'll be an initiative tracker. Because sometimes I have to move things forwards. I can't wait 5 minutes to make decisions or to wait decisions. So to make sure that we have a lot of teamwork and communication today. So yeah, let us dive into the Forge of Fury. Mike, are you feeling ready, man? How you feeling?
I am ready for this. I am ready to offend all of the female viewers by inadvertently playing a terrible female character.
Fantastic. I would expect nothing else.
Again. Heavens, I can't do anything without a man here.
Dear Lord.
We'll avoid that.
Yeah. Good. No worries, Rakam. Thank you, my man. So, yeah, let's dive back into it. So, the Glitterheim is the name of this current level of the Forge that we are currently taking a look at. So below the mountain door lies the Glitterheim, a large series of natural caverns in the heart of the Stone Tooth. The caverns are beautiful, the walls sparkle and glisten with flecks of semi-precious stone, and millennia of sculpting and erosion by water have created sheets of fluted flowstone, delicate stalactites and majestic stalagmites. Water streams down through the caverns toward an underground river far below. So we know that there've been orcs chilling around here in the past, and we've fought through a ton of them already. But currently there are none in sight. As you can see down and here what seems to be a nicely flowing underground river. Let's see how far ahead of it you guys. Yeah, like 40 feet ahead of you. And loads of dark vision can see that. What's up, Shalom? How's it going? So, yeah, let's start with our first kind of group decision. Who is going to be headed down first? Now, I think Wilbur is a little bit reluctant to do so, having fallen into plenty of things already. So what was like, I don't know if I want to go first, but see, maybe the elf could do some sneaking. You're quite good at that.
Kilth turns around, having not been paying any attention to the actual path ahead. Oh yeah.
The river. I'm not very good with water.
You don't look very buoyant.
Hey, Wilbur looks a little bit offended at that. Most likely he isn't particularly buoyant though. He's a bit of a pile of. He's like a barrel, really, a barrel of ale. And he probably would bob around a little bit where he's submerged.
He's will-sealed.
Yeah, will sealed. Yeah. So we got, and yet you can feel free to change teams, we're chill. Make your way forward using investigation, make sure there's no funny business. Alright, okay. So, the barbarian charges down the cave screaming. So, I guess we'll have Kelf lead this up here. So Kelf, you can roll an investigation check as you're checking out this natural cavern down here and seeing what's going on. Now, in terms of, let me find my dice. Go. Yeah, in terms of rolling investigation, we're kind of making up the rolls as they go. So Kelf can have a +3 to investigation.
+3, all right. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Good rolling to start off.
Like it's not.
So Kelf is gonna sneak away down here and see what is going on in this area. So. The stairway twists and turns a long way downward. The floor has been cut into hundreds of shallow steps, but the walls and ceiling are still natural rock. About 60 feet down, a rushing stream spills from a narrow crack to the south and crosses the stairway, disappearing into a narrow, winding tunnel to the north. The rill is only 2 to 3 feet wide. It looks only about big enough for one person abreast. To go down either passage, and so either way it looks like you're going to be kind of squeezing through here together, and yeah, you can see to the north and kind of to the south It seems like the river continues to the north, which is about deep enough, maybe like up to your shins high, so it's for Wilbur probably up to its belly. But yeah, definitely traversable if you did want to go north. You don't have to change the colour of your name. You click the gear cog and click edit appearance as on the chat plays. There you go.
Join Team Green.
Join the green, man. Getting real green.
Cool.
So Wilbur kind of shouts down,
Cool.
What do you see down there?
There's this one tunnel on the one side, and then on the other side there's this other tunnel, and the water is down the left. What was I doing?
Scouting.
Right. Yeah, we can pretty much go left, or we can go right. That's
Oh. So
corrected.
yeah, with the safe, with the coast being safe, the others, the group will head along to come and meet up back with Kelf here. So a couple of you guys are injured actually. Tyrion and Wilbur are injured. So if people wanted to take a rest, that's also something that you could do. Running water can be quite dangerous. I would go down any other path. Okay. So yeah, you can't really see what's going down here. It looks like this path leads upwards, and the path to the right seems to lead downwards by a set of stairs as well. So Tyrion's gonna say, I don't like the look of the water. Maybe we should go down to the south where it's dry. I don't like getting my boots wet. And it was like, your boots are baby boots. And Tiernan sheds a single tear as he knows that this is true. So Tyrion's gonna dive to the river by the looks of things and start kind of washing his wounds. He's got like plenty of blood covering him, so he's gonna try and wash some of the wounds. Brave it, Keith. Brave it, says Shalom.
All right, while Tyrion cleans up, we'll have Kelth kind of scout off down the stairway, keep getting a look at things, so we know what's up ahead now that we've kind of picked which way to go.
Sure. Are you going kind of sneakily?
Yeah, let's sneak it. That seemed like it worked last time.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sneak. Yeah.
Seems like a plan. So you can run a stealth check. You got +5 to your stealth. Kelf is a stealthy Kelfie. What's up, Hungry?
Sneaky little monkey.
I'm so sneaky.
Oh.
Oh.
So
That is
immediately as Kelth heads down the tunnel, she's like, okay, guys, I'm gonna go sneak down here and see what's going on.
So whilst that's happening, it looks like the others are taking a short rest, whilst Kelp is going to sneak down there for 5 minutes. So I'll let these guys roll their hit dice. So TNN has got a D12 plus con, so he heals for 5. Okay. And Wilbur's a fighter, so that's a D10, I believe, right? So he heals for 5 as well. Perfect. So you guys are having a little rest whilst Kelf just like slams her away. Go down here, guys. Like loudly yawns and it echoes off the caverns. And you really hope that no one's going to hear you whilst you traipse down this way here. It seems like it opens up into another cavern here. And the descending fissure opens up abruptly into a very high cavern, its ceiling easily 40 feet or more overhead. The stairway continues to wind down along a ledge that follows the north wall of the chamber. A fast-moving stream about 5 feet wide across the floor of the chamber from the north and disappears under a low stone overhang to the south, and larger passageways exit to the southeast and to the northeast. So, Kelfos, you're kind of checking out this area here, and the others are having a little rest back there. You hear the fluttering of wings from above you, and you look up too late to realize that there are 4 of these sturge creatures who have made their home, their kind of nest, up here above you, which you haven't been kind of looking at, and you have awoken them. Yeah, you see them there, and unfortunately for you, they pass their stealth check. So they do have a round of surprise on Kelp. She's a little bit stuck out here.
Kelp's been narrating everything she's done to this point.
She's absolutely baked.
The stairs, as all the creatures up ahead are like, what the hell is...
So let's get
snuck up on the naughty Sturges.
Yeah. Let's get a turn order going here for these guys. So add a turn to Kelp. So Kelp, your initiative is a +3. I'll roll for these guys. Yeah. And I'll roll for the Sturge. If I can find them. So a initiative from the group, and we'll see what Sturges have to their decks. Okay. They rolled a 10. Not bad, not bad. So Kelp, you got a +3 there, and a 9. Okay. Oh, I forgot Frag. We need Frag. I'll go get Frag in a second.
I don't think Frag would fit. We
That
got
is
pinched
true.
off a few times. I was going to have Kelp eventually be like, my wolf gets...
Yeah, it's probably a bit stuck, but that's okay. So a 10 for these guys, a 9 for Kelp, and let me roll for Wilbur, Team Blue. Let's see. Wilbur's not the fastest cookie.
This is why people don't play MMOs with me.
Wilbur rolls a 10, but it's lower than the Sturges.
Right.
I've got a million fucking... Oh, I've added too many 10s. There we go. Kelp rolled a 9. There we go. Tyrion's got a +2 for a 10 as well. Ties with the Sturges. Okay. So we'll roll for Tyrion again. He rolled a 14. And the Sturges... Oh my god. So many ties. Rolled a 20. So the Sturges are going to go before him on that 10. Wilbur. Lilienne's got a +3. 17. Oh, she's fast. Damn, she's good. And Tyrion.
Grab bonus.
Yeah. Tyrion rolled that.
We're just cavesters.
So many 10s. Alright, so Lilienne going first. I think I got the turn order sorted there. For some reason this one doesn't have the Sturgeon. Okay, well, fuck 'em. So, thank you guys for following as well. D-Strimp for me and Dragon Demon. Thank you guys. So, we're going to start with the Sturges on the surprise round. Surprise! And the Sturges are going to do their thing. They flutter down towards you.
Keeps just running around.
She's like totally blazed right now, so she doesn't know what's going on. Man, someone's sucking on me. So these guys are going to try and blood drain you, which is not fun. A 20 versus your armor class. I think that might be a hit. Yes.
Know what the stats are.
Yeah, your AC is a 16. If you click on your token, you should see in blue what your AC is, and green what your health is. So you take 7. I'm going to sneeze. Okay. Take 7 piercing damage, and it's attached to you. It's kind of latched onto you. Oh, and let me colour these guys so we know which ones are which. This guy's red.
So they all just stick to me.
Yeah, they're like, yeah. They're like velcroing onto you. So you took 7 damage, and at the start of each turn, it just automatically does 1d4 plus 3 damage to you. And you have to try and detach it. So that's the red one. The blue one's gonna try the same thing and have a bite for a natural 20. Man, last combat, I remember my Sturges sucking ass, and I was like, man, these Sturges fucking suck, but today, like, I reckon. So you take 7 damage again from that. That's the blue one. The green one rolled a 9 versus your armor class and misses. And the yellow Sturge rolls a 22, which hits, and you deal 4 piercing damage. you now have 3 of these guys which are attached to you, and at the instead of the start of each of the Sturge's turns, it's going to take 1d4. You're going to take 1d4 plus 3 hit points, so worth of damage. So that is the Sturge's surprise turn. So going out surprise turn, it is Lillian's turn next. And after Lillian, it goes back to the Sturges. So this could be really, really bad for Kelp. So Lillian, you are here. Team Yellow, I need to hear from you guys. Team Yellow, you've got a bunch of spells. Remember, you can check what spells you have in the chat plays. Magic Missile, Charm, Acid Splash, Shocking Grasp. Currently, you guys are 55 feet away or so from the Sturges. And so you guys can move, take an action, a bonus action. Let me know what you guys are going to be up to. So throw some suggestions if you're a Yellow Team member, and we'll see what we can get going here. Also, not too much crossfire, not too much right now. We're fighting Sturges in a cavern currently. Oh, and Fader Shalom donates £10, heals and 20s, hashtag Team Green for the win.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Alright, cool. Thank you, Shalom. I'll put the goal on screen there. Thank you very much. So, how many heals, how many D20s? Let me know, Shalom. And that's how many Kelf will have available to us. So, use Dick Slap. Good idea, Charles.
Surge.
Alright, so, Team Yellow, I'll give you another couple of seconds, else I will take the turn for you. Move closer. Alright, move closer. So, we got 30 feet of movement, so I'll take you there. You're in line of sight of these creatures, so you can see these Sturges, and use Dick Slap. Okay, Dick Slap isn't a spell that you guys have. You could use Acid Splash or Magic Missile. Magic Missile's been particularly effective against these guys in the past.
Use Dick Slap. It's a spell.
It's a spell, trust me.
Trust me.
It's got its own form of magic, for sure. Oh man, okay.
Like the idea that Kelp doesn't have 20s, it's just that they've all drank her blood, and now they'll...
Magic Missile, alrighty. So, using a spell slot for Magic Missile, Lillian will target yellow, and blue, and red makes sense. So, just 1d4 plus 1 onto yellow, 1d4 plus 1 onto blue, and 1d4 plus 1 onto red, dealing 4, and 5 damage. Pretty damn good rolls, if I do say so myself. And so, you see these blood-sucking Sturges that have just wound their way onto Kelf rip. And, yeah, they just are destroyed by the force of the magic missiles coming in towards them, and Lillian's just netted herself a triple kill right there. Triple kill. Yeah.
Kelp's like, thanks, these things are dicks.
Weird Lillian there. For some reason my turn orders are different on this one than my DM one, but there you go. Let's get rid of that.
Just walking around, minding my own business.
So, yeah, so that was Lillian's turn on the 17. Now it's the Sturge turn. Oh, really? Really, roll 20? What are you doing to me, man? What are you doing to me? I gotta close this turn order and start a new one for some reason. It doesn't like me. Why don't you like me? So that is the Sturge's turn, by the looks of things. And the Sturge... Yeah. So it looks like you have 1 crit, 2 advantages, and 5 heals. So you can spend those whenever you want, Kelf. Keep a track of those for me, because I probably forget. So the Sturge is going to try and latch itself onto you for a natural 20. Dealing 9 damage. I'm not shooting you. I rolled like 3 nat 20s already today. 9 damage is what Kelf takes.
I am down. It is -2.
-2. Alright. So, yeah, so Kelf goes down. You do have the heals, remember? So,
yeah.
on your...
Let's bust out a heal at least.
Yeah, good idea. Spend all those heals. So, I'm gonna just reload this.
I already lost track. How many was it?
It was 5, so now 4. So you can spend a 1d10. Alright. So...
Start with just one, get her back up with, that's not how that command works. I'm using the wrong program. 6, okay.
Nailed it. Okie dokie. So, yeah, sure, let's go back there. Fantastic. So, that is the turn of Lillian and the Sturge. So, Wilbur, 'tis Team Wilbur turn. Team Blue, let's hear from you. You guys are about 50 feet away from this Sturge here. You've just gotten up from your little nap. And did I weigh my electrical dice? Can't say I have electrical dice or that I weighed them. I don't know what the last thing that I weighed was, actually. Probably some flour. So about 50 feet away from this guy, so you'd have to actually dash. Wilbur does have like a throwing axe or throwing hammer that you could launch at them, so you could always move and fire. Go, angry dwarf! Sneaking is always a bad idea. Come on, everyone hurry. Charge and body slams onto the Sturge. He's going to try and move closer. That distance is a little too far. Okay, so we'll move Wilbur down here or abouts, using his move action to get down there. Dash and try running him over. Okay, we'll dash next to this guy. We'll move the Sturge's body here in a second. So Wilbur will use his action to... Yeah, he'll be like squeezing onto the sides there, Wilbur. Because this is like a ledge, which has a little bit of a drop to it. Nothing dangerous. You know, a 10 feet drop. Wilbur can take that.
Fair to say that Kelp is huddled back too. Was just almost on the verge of falling unconscious. She's probably up against the wall.
Up against the wall, yeah. Okay, cool. That's Wilbur's turn. He's done his dashing. Very dashing young man. And that takes it to Tyrion's turn. So, Tyrion the Barbarian. Tyrion has javelins in his arsenal. So it's possible that Tyrion, who's about 45 feet away, could move and javelin this guy. So if you dash, you can't throw a hammer at this turn, Wilbur, but next turn you can fuck this guy up, if he isn't already dead, of course. So, Tyrion 45 feet away.
There's a javelin in your arsenal. It's in your arsenal.
It's in your arsenal.
Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
Just if you needed to know where it was on a hypothetical sheet.
Yes.
In your arsenal.
In your arsenal is pretty self-explanatory, I think.
Right up your arsenal column.
Oh man.
There's the line.
So we're gonna rush Tyrion in. Haven't had anything from Team Red, so Tyrion's gonna launch a javelin at this guy. Remember to plan your turns in advance, teams, because we can't wait for you too much, and there is a bit of a delay. So Tyrion launched a javelin on a natural 20 for dunk.
Boom, do it, T-Dog.
Yeah, and the Sturge just falls down in a mess of limbs and blood as it discharges. When it dies, the kind of sack of blood which it's managed to kind of gain over the course of the adventure. So we're out of combat. We're by this little flowing river here. I think you're pretty poorly off in terms of HP at the moment for Kelp, but you do have those 4 d10s of healing if you want to spend them now, Team Green.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop 2 more.
Okay. Good
Keep
idea.
Couples just in case.
Yeah.
And this group tends to fall unconscious a lot.
Yeah, this is true.
Oh, come on.
Oh my god.
Okay, screw it, the other 2. I'll just use all of them.
Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. 4 d10s managed to get 10.
I was so confident. I was like, oh yeah, just a couple.
Oh, man.
Don't need to get greedy.
So Wilbur's sulking because he didn't get a kill. He's like, damn elves, stealing all my kills again. And Kelp's kind of healing up a little bit. Tyrion suggests maybe you shouldn't just run ahead and announce your movements, Kelp. It seems like you just
did that.
Well, maybe you shouldn't do that ever again.
I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, you look like you almost died back there.
Well, just because something goes poorly once doesn't mean it's a bad idea every time.
So you mean you want to try that again?
You can next time.
Okay, so
better luck.
yeah. So the stream exits the south wall of the cavern for a passage only 3 feet high. You can see it down to the south here. Looks like it manages to kind of disappear down there. It likely runs underground and meets back in another passage, but unless you want to actually crawl through that water, then it's not very passable currently. So you've got the exit down here to the south. You've got the river to the north, and you have the passage to the east as well. So, seeing as we're at one of our kind of forks in the road, as it were, let's do one of our polls. So we're voting on the direction of travel. There we go. So option 0 will be south. Option 1 will be north, and option 2 will be east. And let's start this. We'll time it for a minute. So you do exclamation point vote 1, for instance, and that is how you do it. So, yeah, you guys are. Does Kelf want to take the chance to rest up in any way now? Take a short rest herself.
Yeah, this would probably be a good time to rest while we're making the decision. Burn a couple hit die.
Yeah. So Lilian kind of comes in and, are you alright? It seems like those bloodsuckers can hide quite well in the darkness.
Yeah, I kind of didn't see them there, and they do that fun little trick where they take your blood. So that was a fun surprise.
Yeah. So Wilbur's going to roll an investigation check on the flow of the water, see if there's anything odd about it.
Kelth's pipe is back out again.
It's a 9. Nothing particularly seems weird with the water. It seems to be flowing quite steadily. There's maybe a bit of Kelp's blood has managed to spray into it, but nothing in particular. So it looks like the vote is to go east. And so after the Moria moment of always follow your nose, looks like the party will be headed east. So, able to figure out which way it's going. Let me see. Yes. It's flowing.
What was her max health?
Oh, nice.
Roll 20.
It's flowing down to the south, so it's flowing from north to south. So you guys decide after some deliberation to head to the east and to discover what's going on there. So, is Kelf heading up the front again, or has she had a bad enough experience in that and she's not going to?
I don't know. Team Green, what are we thinking? Should we play it a little bit cautious now after I brought us straight into the murder pit of devil birds? Or
Okay, so Psychedelic wants Wilbur to take the lead. No, right. Kelf. She can scalp it quietly. Well, that's the question, isn't it? That's the question. I guess Kelf and Wilbur can go together. So Wilbur's like, I don't trust no elf to go there alone. If you're gonna die, then I may as well come with you. So Wilbur's gonna come along as well, and Kelf, if you choose to follow, you can do so.
Yeah, Kelf will tag behind and back Wilbur up.
Okay. So Wilbur is gonna head into this area.
He's like a firing platform. He's just got his little shield and just shoot over his head.
Yeah, pretty much so. So, let me go down here. So, you've come to a large, high-ceilinged cavern. And Wilbur steps in here. Both you guys can roll stealth checks. Wilbur rolled a nat 1. Good job, Wilbur. Good fucking job. So Wilbur, if you're gonna be sneaking, then this is how you sneak. Clamp, clank, 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 in his fucking plate armor and shield. So Kelf rolled a 7.
Oh, I get it. You gotta keep your head down more.
So you guys are the sneakiest of sneaks. So to the north, you see a carved, square-mouthed tunnel, which shows that someone has been at work in these caves. A gate of roughly hewn timber blocks a small passage to the northeast, which you can just make out here. 3 other passageways wind off towards the south, and a heavy animal smell lingers in the air. So as Wilbur kind of steps into here, you can see that the 3 passages lead down there. You've got the gateway in this area to the northeast here, and you have a passage to the north leading up there. However, nothing seems to jump out at you guys as you come into this cavern quite loudly. So nothing's jumped out at you yet.
Good. Mission accomplished.
Alright, so Wilbur can call back, say, coast is clear, guys, we sneaked in! So Jiren and Lillian's getting fed up with the lack of sneaks within the group, and you kind of head into this cavern, which smells really like animal, kind of musk. It's got that really heavy smell where, something's been living in here, you think.
Hopefully not dire wolves again.
Hopefully not, hopefully not. We'll say that Frag has, stayed behind for now, because it can't get through the 5 feet cavern there, because being a 10-foot large creature. So, what exploring in this cavern are we going to do? It smells like wet dog in here, and I've smelled plenty of wet dogs in my time. It smells worse than Frag, actually.
How often are you smelling wet dogs?
More often than I'd care to let on, but that's all in the past now.
For the best.
Let's take a look around this cavern, shall we? So we've got the 3 passages down to the south, got the gates this northeast here, and just a kind of dead end to the north by the looks of things. Let's see. Nothing jumps out, but does something scuttle away? It's a good question, Midnight. It's a good question. Check the ceiling for movement. Alright, you guys look up, and checking the ceiling that there are no sturges. It doesn't appear as though they've made a nest up in this cavern in particular. So it looks like it's kind of glittering with those flecks of rock that all of this cavern seems to be made of, but there are no sturges up there, you don't think. A couple of bats, sure, but no big blood-sucking, tasty sturges.
They're delicious. They taste just like me.
Taste just like Kelf.
Wait.
So, Jiren says, "Wet doggos, come out, we can smell you." There's like a little colony of bats. It's not a swarm of them. They don't appear to be aggressive. They're probably asleep at this point, even though Wilbur's been clapping around. They don't seem to be like any threat. Will make Sturgis sound so sexy. Forward movement, investigation roll.
Get on and stuck.
Putting on the speed of the forward movement investigation roll from before should still be active. No. So, you can see around this cavern. You're going to have to look into particular areas to gain more information from them. So, Kelf, what are you looking at? You want the door? You want the passage to the north? You want some of these passages to the south?
What are we thinking? Team Green? I leave this one to you, because my judgment is suspect.
It's been called into question. So, sturges are another name for bats. I guess maybe they are in some cases. Gonna listen around since Mr. Raiders kids hit up. I was off. Okay, so we're on investigation check for Mr. Wilbur, seeing as they've initiated something. So, Wilbur has a look around the cavern, having a little sniff around. There's definitely been something which has been living here. There's a sturdy timber gate here, which has been latched on the outside, which seems to steal a smaller cave to the east. With a 20, he can hear the sound of something large sleeping in that room there. Something big. It's making a kind of big snoring sound, basically. Can this character do investigation checks? See if there's a creature in here. You're pretty sure that there aren't any creatures in this room right now. That much is pretty clear. You could roll... I'll roll a perception check for Tyrion, nonetheless, so we'll see. Roll a 14. Yeah, he's pretty clear that there's nothing immediately jumping out to you guys. I mean, we've been here for a couple of minutes, so nothing seems to want to be eating you. Let me see here. Yeah, the tunnel in the northern end of the area runs... it's a pretty big kind of open area there. Seems like there's a couple of bits of litter on the floor. It could be treasure, but it could just be something's been living here in that cave area there. Can Wilbur see it with his dark vision? No, there is a door in his way. Unfortunately, he does not have see-through walls, unfortunately. That would be cooler. So Wilbur says, there's a big fucking thing in this area. So let's either bomb rush it or avoid it quietly. It's impressive that Wilbur hasn't woken it up with the sheer... sheer...
We're stealth experts.
Yeah,
we know how to handle this. Sometimes it's okay to shout.
Nature or animal handling to try and tell the animal to engage the area of the sound. Okay, so Kelf will have a listen in, see if she can make out anything that's going on in there of an animal handling. So
Yeah, that's a good call.
You got +4 to your animal handling.
What was the animal handling?
+4.
So yeah, we...
Yeah.
Okay, Team Green, quick team meeting. All of our ideas from here on out don't involve rolls. We find a way to role play through anything. I cannot be trusted. All right, break.
Team break, go. How about we knock and axe a question? Yeah, okay. So Tyrion's Team Red seemed pretty. Team Rage seemed pretty keen on knocking down this door and seeing what's on the other side. Team Yellow don't seem so keen on that idea, most likely. Let me see. Great idea, I'm down. Okay, so Wilbur's kicking in the door. Alright, decisions are being made. Fantastic. So, with a strength check, Wilbur's going to try and bust down this door. He's a pretty strong fella. 22 is definitely enough, so we'll move Kelf out of the way as Wilbur kind of bursts into this area here. And if I go to my dynamic lighting, haha, there should be a room appearing. Yes, there is. So, as you bust open this door, you awaken the creature which is inside, which lets out a furious roar as you awaken this brown bear. Which is hanging out here and does not seem to be happy with you guys whatsoever for stumbling into its cave. So we're going to end up rolling some initiative again.
The second the door's kicked open and we spot the bear, Kelth calmly says, "Quick, shut the door." Didn't happen.
It didn't happen. It never happened. You can't make me.
The bear dreamt it.
So let's roll some initiative. The bear rolled a 7. So let's open up our... Let's just get rid of our turnover and start it again if possible.
There we go.
There we go, okay. So a 20 from Kelf is pretty good. 20 Kelf. Let's see, the brown bear... Let's move in here so I can see him real quick. There we go. Rolled a 7. Let's roll for Lillian on a 16. Not bad. Looks like my turn order's finally working itself out. Tyrion's got a +2, so he shall roll that. And he rolls an 8. Not bad. And our friend Wilbur on a +1. Rolls a 7. Okay, so actually goes before the bear. So the turn order should be Kelf going first, followed by Lillian, Tyran, Wilbur, and the bear. So, Kelf, Team Green, it is your guys' turn first of all.
I think we're gonna go with as the good doctor ordered, and back the F up and snipe it.
All right.
Where we're at, we could pop.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got a line of sight on that bad boy.
Just enough to keep line of sight.
Okay. You can move back further if you want as well.
That should be good enough for now with everybody between us.
Okay. Yeah, you got some meat shields in the way there.
And we'll fire off a quick arrow.
All right.
Into the beast's greedy maw.
So that will be a +5.
Hungry for wood.
You want some wood, bear? I got wood for you.
I can't say anything clever before attacking because it involves dice.
AC is 11 is a hit. Yeah.
Oh.
Very nice.
Oh
Very
yeah.
nice.
I don't remember what the bow damage is.
So a longbow is a D8 plus 3 field dex bonus.
Yeah.
All of the phrasing. I don't think we ever decided on a favorite enemy.
8 damage. Here's some wood for your face.
Ooh, nice. He likes that wood. He eats it. Delicious. Actually roars out in pain as this arrow just kind of like fires into the shoulder of the beast. I
shout back, "Oh, you're never happy." Make me dinner. Oh, I like this.
So, Lillian and Team Yella, it is your turn, my friends. Got an arsenal of spells before you. You can get line of sight on a creature. You would have to move to be able to see it fully. You kind of got like half vision on it, so you're gonna have to sidestep to like the left or around here to get full vision on a creature. We were here before. I don't remember. Anyway, and you can cast a spell or make it kind of attack. Whatever you guys want. What do you want? Whatever you want. Also, if you haven't followed yet, hit that follow button and join us. Go-casters don't suck. That's usually a good plan. Don't suck when it comes to combat. Alright, we'll give it another minute here. If no one from Team Yellow represents, then I will take the play and probably do a shocking grasp on him. Sidestep behind Tyrion and start casting Charm. Okay, let's look at what Charm does to see if it's useful. Charm person. It's a humanoid charm person, so we can't do that unfortunately. Should have put that in there.
You shot it in the face with an arrow.
Yeah, it's not your best friend right now, unfortunately. Charming the bear would need a animal charm based spell, most likely something druidy, which we don't have in our arsenal right now, but we do have Shocking Grasp, Magic Missile, and Acid Splash. Shocking Grasp, okay. Shocking Grasp. Let me remind myself what this one does. Casting time, 1 action. Lightning springs from your hand and you deliver a shock to a creature you touch. Okay, so are we going in to touch the creature? Because that's what Shocking grasp requires us to do. Which we might not want to do. You tell me.
Non-magical Shocking grasp is something else entirely, but still requires touch.
No, don't worry. If there's a ranged attack, it won't hit the dwarf or anyone in the way. Acid Splash. Just do Acid Splash. Okay. So let's remind ourselves. Oh, Acid Splash. Means a dex saving throw from the brown bear, if I recall correctly. Yeah. That it is. So the bear rolled a 15, which beats the 14 of Lillian that we decided on last week. So it manages to dive out of the way from this bubble of acid coming out, and it doesn't take half damage on a miss. So it's just a catch-up. Alright, so that is Lillian's turn. Unfortunately, tries to land some stuff, but doesn't quite do it. Acid Splash isn't an AoE, it can hit another creature within 5 feet of it. It is Tyrann's turn. I think I saw something from Team Red. Rushes in, slashing the X sideways, trying to cleave away the bear's eyes. That's how I sneak. Alright. So Tyrann is going to rush in here, and I'm guessing we're raging. Team Rage. Are we raging, and if so, are we going to reckless attack as well? Because that could
how
be...
ragey are we?
Yeah, exactly how raging are we right now?
Just a smidge.
We raging Cajun, or are we just sort of raging... Meh, semi-rage. Got a semi-rage on, maybe. Half-mast rage.
It's just a simu-raging.
Yep.
Stuff for that.
Yeah, okay, so we're raging and a reckless attack. Let's do it. Why not? So Tyrion gets advantage on this. A 24 is a hit against a bear, which should do a d12 plus 7 because they're raging worth of damage. So he yells out in... Wow, okay, well that sucked. But hey, 8 damage. Going for the eyes. Tyrion slashes a quick cleave towards the bear, but doesn't quite connect as fully as he might have liked to. So that is Tyrion's turn, and Wilbur, Team Blue. Here we go, baby. What is planned? Well, Wilbur has a long sword as well and shield. He's wearing plate mail, so he's pretty hard to hit. It's a pretty good tank. He's got that going for him. Now that Tyrion's the face of it, Wilbur should run around for a flank and smack his ass with that hammer. Okay, cool. So Wilbur will sneak around the back here and go in for a little smackaroo. See if he can hit. For a 16, which is a hit, shows D8 plus 3 damage. 7 damage to the bear. Wilbur actually doesn't have a hammer despite the token. He's got a sword on him currently. So he kicks it in the butt with his sword, pokes it right there, and the bear just really does not appreciate that happening to it. So it is the brown bear's turn. So the bear is going to use its multi-attack on Tiernan. Really does not like being attacked in the eyes, and it's going to attack Tyrion for a 17, which is a hit, for 11 piercing damage. Woo! Tyrion's on 8 hit points. The bear has multi-attack, so it's going to attack again with its claws this time. For a 15 versus Tyrion's armor class, which is a hit. Here's a 14 AC, takes 10 damage, and Tyrion is down, my friends. So the bear just reacts furiously. Half rage, you're right. So he takes 7 minus 5. Okay, fuck me. 11, 6. 5, 11, plus 11. So he's actually on 9 hit points. I forget this every fucking time. Whew, good decision to rage as well. Tyrion had me worried. There. So he's just standing on 9 HP, but it looks like this bear can definitely break through quite easily past Tyrion's defenses. Maybe Wilbur should tank a bit more than Tyrion should. Also, at this point, we have a couple of things which occur. As hidden away in the darkness crawl out these 2 creatures here. They look pretty gross, to be honest. Let me see if I can show this to players. There we go. A Troglodyte is what this thing is. It looks pretty scaly, kind of humanoid. Yeah, definitely is not the best friend to have. So, smells like an orc's loincloth in here. So the creatures are going to dash in, one on Kelf, one on Lillian, coming in from the rear attack. Stinky, sneaky creatures that they are. And these creatures smell real bad, actually. Any creature other than the Troglodyte that starts its turn within 5 feet of the Troglodyte must succeed in the DC 12 con saving throw or be poisoned until the start of the creature's next turn. The creature also has multi-attack and can take 3 attacks on its turn, 1 of its bite and 2 of its claws. So the first one on Kelf is a bite for a natural 1, which is a miss. The first claw attack is an 11, which is not a hit, I believe. It's 16 AC. And the third attack is a 6, which also misses. Woo! Okay. So, Kelf, how do you dodge out of the way of this thing?
sees it coming in, slashing, and kind of takes a little half stumble back and lifts her bow up and snags it on her hip and kind of knocks herself back out of the way of the first hit and just mainly bumbles around for a moment, not totally aware of the fact that she's even being slashed at.
Nice.
And then towards the end, be like, "Oh shit!" Just kind of
yeah.
backing away.
Okay, cool. So Lillian, AC of 17, this girl. A bite against her for a 20, which is a hit for 4 piercing damage. Okay. First claw is a 10, which misses. Second claw is an 18, which hits for 5 slashing damage. So the rear attack from the Troglodytes has been somewhat successful. The bears tanking the damage of the 2 up front, and the Trogs from the rear are using their stealthy advantage to attack you guys. So let us go to Kelp's turn. So Team Green, it is your turn, my friends. What's the plan here?
Alright, it sounds like we're going to roll up onto our feet for half movement.
Mm-hmm.
And if we snipe the bear, do we provoke an attack of opportunity from the Troglodyte?
Let's see. No, you wouldn't take an attack of opportunity, but I believe you would have disadvantage.
Okay, in that case, well, guys, we have advantage, so we could negate that disadvantage at least, or we could go with that 20 we've got banked. So, do we want to use the 20 and just snipe the bear? So they try to burn that down, or do we want to handle this Troglodyte?
Good question. I mean, it looks like your friends might have the bear. Let's see. Deal with the Trogs first, as Dr. Plasmus. Okay.
All right. In that case, can I use my movement to backpedal out of there and get some range?
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. So, if you want to move, you would take an attack of opportunity, unless you'd take your action to disengage, I guess.
Okay. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should we chance it? Risk the attack of opportunity?
Take a chance.
Pretty lucky on the defense. You know, we could chance it. We could push our luck. And then we get to attack.
You've done pretty well so far, to be fair, against the creature's attacks. Yeah, we have shields, we'll be fine. That's what they all say. What can go wrong? We've got a big shield.
We'll chance the attack of opportunity. Yeah, there we go,
All right.
Fenris. And we'll take advantage too.
Nice. Okay, so spending one of your advantages. Okay, so where do you want to move your token?
I'm thinking. How about? See, I don't want to go too far because I want to still be in range of the bear if need be.
Okay. So you want to kind of move back this area here, or kind of further forward?
I'm thinking, like, maybe right here.
Okay, so you'll take 2 attacks of opportunities. You leave this guy's area and this guy's area, so they will try and attack you here. If possible, using their bites. 6 and a 7, they both miss, so good job. So now you have advantage on the shot against the brown bear.
Oh, I was gonna shoot back at the truck.
Oh, okay, shoot back at the trucks. Yeah, you're right.
Because they got that one under control.
Okie dokie. So we'll
Alright, that is a 16 then.
Nice. And it's against the red chap or the green chap?
Red.
Okay. A 16 is a hit.
Alright, for 8 damage.
Nice, very nice.
Twang!
Okay. Twang! As the creature takes a pretty punishing blow from this arrow and kind of knocks itself back due to the force of the arrow in it. Okay. So, this is gonna be... Back to my turn order. There we go. Lillian's turn. So, Lillian, Team Yellow. We got a Trog in our grill right now. We got a Trog just to our north as well. and we're 1v1ing this thing, and Lillian isn't such a toe-to-toe kind of gal, you know. She's charm person could possibly work on this creature. Is humanoid after all, so.
Are the others distracted? Barely.
Shocking Grasp from Billy Sage. Alright, Shocking Grasp. Let's find Shocking Grasp. Shocking Grasp. There we go. It is a... It's not wearing any metal armor. Melee spell attack against a target. Okie dokie. So, plus 5 and 9 versus this creature's AC is not quite enough as it manages to dive out of the way from the hand of crackling energy. So, Lillian, do we want to move at all, or are we staying put? Don't save the elf. Never trust an elf. Okay. Bum bum. He's a Samaritan. Poor Wilbur.
It's so racist.
I know, right? Yeah, the race hate right now. Alright, we'll say Lillian stays put for the moment since I hear her voice. So, Tyran, Team Red, we've got a big brown bear in our face, and it is going to town on Tyran and Wilbur as of current. I don't think you guys can really do anything as a bonus action.
That'll move.
That will do it, let's see. You foul beast! You'll not get me again! Hits the bear on the head and use the actual jump on its back. Okay, let's try and hit this creature with Tyran. For a 9 versus its armor class, I will say it's a reckless attack. A 22. I'll be kind. And a 22 will be a d12 plus 7 for Tyran. He deals 11 damage to the bear, and the perfect amount of damage to kill the creature as it falls down onto its back with a raging roar, and Tyran just gets onto its back and splits it down the middle. It's dead. So Tyran can still move. So I'm guessing Tyran can, move back towards this Troglodyte here, for instance, if that works out okay for you guys. And get back into the action. So that is Tyran's turn. Wilbur Force. Wilbur can help the soft ones. Okay, so we'll rush Wilbur back into combat. Let's see if he can make it here. 30 feet to that one, he can make it. You can make it, Wilbur, and try and attack this Trog here. Wilbur runs to the door and chunks his hatchet at the one with the arrow in it. Okay, so do we want to run towards it, or do we want to shoot it? Whichever you guys want. So we're going for the root and toot and shooting, or a slam in the face with a sword.
Where you throw the weapon and then quickly try to run behind it, so that when it hits, you pick it back up.
Grab it again, yeah, that's the trick. We've just a tad bit, Linny's a throwing hammer. Okay, throwing hammer. Okay. So I'll throw the hammer of Wilbur. Hammer of Wilberforce. More dwarvish, okay. Shit! So a 7 is unfortunately a miss for Wilbur, as he kind of and it lands and clatters into the stonework behind the Troglodytes. So that's Wilbur's turn. Bear is dead, but the Trogs get their turn. So the red Troglodyte is going to attempt to fight Tyran, and let's see how it goes. It is going to get its 3 attacks in again, la bastard. If I can find my Trog. Where are you, Trog? Come back to me. There we go. First attack is a bite against Tyran for a 15, which is a hit for 6 piercing damage, goes down to 3. So Tyran's on 6 hit points. Second claw attack is a 19, which hits. Tyran only takes 1 damage from that, however. And the third claw attack misses. So Tyran's sitting pretty on 5 HPs at the moment. Alright. So Kelf, your turn.
Oh yeah, we are in battle mode.
Yeah. We got this guy who's
gonna,
pretty injured right now, and the green guy who hasn't taken any damage whatsoever.
Alright, so let's just double check with the give Tyrann a heal. Alright, I'm gonna start by casting Cure Wounds on Tyrann.
Okay, nice. That's a D8 plus 3.
Nice, there we go.
Very nice.
Give him 9 health back.
Very nice indeed. Fantastic.
There you go, big boar.
Tyrann, thank you. Oh, that's better. Didn't mean for that to come out quite so sexually, but there you go.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's good. So that is health. Anything else you want to do? That's your action, right?
Yeah, I think heal does take up the action. I don't think I can shoot.
What is it? Let's see. Is it a cure wounds? Let's cure wounds. Let's see. What might have been a lesser restoration? 1d8 plus spellcasting. Duration. Yeah, it is one action for the cure wounds. Yep.
Yeah, then I think we're in a pretty good spot. So
Yeah.
I guess we'll just hang here.
Okay, cool. So, that is Kelp's turn. Lillian, in the face of the green and the red one just there as well. Now, Lillian has to roll a Constitution saving throw to avoid the smell of the creature. So she will. Her con is flat, however, and she fails. I mean that Lillian is currently poisoned at the moment, which means she has disadvantage on ability checks right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, so might be a good chance to do another shocking grasp. Could try and chance it and run away, I guess. But up to you guys at the moment. Up to you guys. Still go from yellow. Poisoned. Poisoned. Yeah, it smells real bad, man. It smells so bad. You do not want to get near these things. All up in your nose. It smells like a cloth that you'd seeped in manure and then
Smells bad,
let
man.
to ferment.
It's the outhouse, like, communal rag.
Yeah, oh yeah. Ooh, communal rag. That's
Back
gross.
when they had the little stick with a sponge on it.
Yeah. So Lillian will disengage and retreat, getting the hell out of there.
People.
So, that is Lillian's turn. Let me look back in here. Tyrann. My good man. Let's see. He's got a trog in his face. I'm guessing. Does his rag smell like chloroform? Is going to go in for a reckless attack again. It's been working out very well for him so far because he kills whatever he hits. A 13 and a nat 20. Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Nice. So, it is going to do a lot of damage here. So that's 2d12 plus 7 for 22 damage. Wow. Wow, this thing is dead. So...
Describe how you...
yeah, how do you guys want to destroy this Troglodyte here? As Tyrann gets the second killing blow in this fight alone and absolutely squishes this creature down. So Wilberforce, yeah, fucking for whack. What do we want to do with Mr. W Dog here? Destroy him, Team Blue! Yeah, we want to throw something, or do we want to get in there and get dirty with it? Violently. Kill it violently. I think it's a tough choice, man. He did miss the axe last time, to be fair. Approach the last one and attack. Alright, Wilberforce. Sword aside, charging at the one still alive, like a dwarven lancing straight to his privates. I like it. I like it a lot. It's a 19, which is a hit, and is going to deal a whopping 5 damage to the creature. Not bad.
To the groin.
To the groin.
Which is really, when you think about it, more like 10 points.
It's more like 10 points. It usually is, isn't it? Yeah, man. Ooh. right in the Goonies. And it is now the Trog's Trog's turn. Trog is going to attack Wilberforce, seeing as it's up in his grill right now. He ain't about that life. It is a 19, ooh, which misses Wilbur, as he's got a 20 AC. A 20 does hit Wilbur for 9 damage. Oh, sorry, 6 damage. 96. And the last claw attack is a 6, which misses horribly. So Wilbur manages to stay in it there. And it's Kelf's turn. You got this last green dude right there.
Yes. I think we're gonna go for the dramatic flair, like Shalom was saying, and we're gonna just drop the bow to one side for a moment, because seems logical to just ditch it while we do this.
Yeah, makes sense.
Whip out the +1 rapier and do a little like running tumble in on the green one and just skewer him.
Nice.
Hopefully.
Nice. So you are +5 to your attack roll. Whew.
That's a 22.
That is damn good. So that's a hit. So a D8 +4. Seeing as you have a rapier.
9 damage.
+1. 9 damage. Very nice. How would you like to kill this creature?
We'll end the roll with a little upward flourish straight through the heart and out the back, and then completely ruin the moment by saying something completely like contextually inappropriate, like, "Looks like your buckles just got swashed."
So the creature just falls down onto the floor dead, and the brown bear with it as well, along with his other friend, lay slain on the floor before the group of you as you completely nail this cavern with a little bit of damage done to the group of you. A little bit of damage, but for the most part, we've managed to make it through fairly successfully. And yeah, so we're gonna have a little loot around, I guess, as is customary in such a position after having defeated creatures.
Loot the room.
Yeah, loot the room. There's also the bear room to look at in as well. This one is 20. Yeah. So, looking into the dwarven rooms, moving in there, you see that there are the bodies of a dwarf and a human skeleton, which both appear to be covered in a particularly virulent form of mold. Kelf, you can roll me a nature check on this one.
Alright. That was the 20 +4.
Yeah. Bear claws, baby.
Like now.
Yeah.
This bear this bear is brown.
This bear is definitely brown.
Oh, it's a brown bear.
You're not sure what the mold is, but you get the sense that you probably don't want to touch it or necessarily get too near to it. However, you see that the dwarven skeleton clutches a magical longsword. The human has a steel helmet chased with silver, which looks like it could probably sell for a pretty penny.
Kelf leans back and thinks about it for a moment, and then without actually moving to go get her, just starts screaming for Lillian.
Lillian comes, "Hey, what is it?"
Can you burn the shit out of this mold?
Yes.
Mainly on account of I want those things, and for me to get those things without this mold probably eating me, I think we should just burn the shit out of it.
So, we do have the fireball cantrip. That was one that I was trying to remember what we had last week, but we do have it. Right, so it's light in there, firebolt. So Lillian could burn this thing down if Team Yellow were behind that. And are good for it. I mean, we're not sure what the effects would be, but certainly, yeah, fire might spread spores. Maybe. Maybe.
This is just how the old gypsy woman said I'd die.
burning
fireball in a cave was
spores.
a really weird description.
Oh man, fire cleans all things. Go for it. Okay, so a fire bolt is going to just lance itself through the cavern and just kind of burn up these spores. You see that the spores do kind of burn up pretty instantly on this body. It doesn't seem to destroy the sword or anything, or it looks like it's probably quite hot. There are kind of spores in the air around that area. Many of them have been burned up, but it looks like they have kind of like spread out into a little bit of a, I guess, cloud. Wilbur is currently bemoaning the loss of one of his kin, of course. I can't believe they're dead. They call it a mine. A mine. So the bodies are in this area here. These spores have kind of like spread out to sort of this area, this length and size, about here where the bodies are. They're kind of up in the air. It's possible that you could kind of crawl along the ground and avoid some of the spores. I don't have mage hand yet. Cloth wrap face and get in. I like that idea, Akita.
Yeah, I'm liking that.
Okay, if you want to do that, we could roll a Constitution saving throw to get in there.
All right. She'll do the low sneak, trying to move quick, kind of scurry like a little floor bunny.
Nice. So con is a +1.
Come on, luck. All right,
That's
16.
pretty good. That's pretty good. So you managed to get in there, and us Wilbur.
Wilbur,
no! You managed to get in there and retrieve the. It's a +1 longsword, and the steel helmet, which is chased with silver, is worth 110 gold pieces. So you managed to retrieve some loot from this area. There we go. There. Wilbur's pretty keen on the sword. He does wield a longsword after all.
Yeah, once I heard longsword,
Yeah.
Kelf will kind of dust it off and spit on it and rub it against her leg and give it a good spit shine, and then hand it over to Wilbur after. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. It's only right that one of my kin, you should pass on to me. We're probably related or something,
Yeah, that's a convenient reason too.
So, what's the worst thing that could happen? So, headed out of this chamber here, the bear itself doesn't have much else around it, but you do find gold to the total of about 30 gold pieces, which has been eaten by the bear in his time. And, yeah, he managed to pass it. Probably ate a few adventurers and managed to scatter some gold pieces around here, but lots of bones and kind of dirty bits of cloth as well. It's really stinky in here where this bear has lived. So head back into this area.
As the group heads back, Kelth will stay behind with the bear for a moment.
Okay. What do you want to do with the bear?
Kelth is gonna, the second Aries outside, just start skinning it. And so by the next time they see her again, she'll have a bloody bear carcass cloak.
Nice. So in the
still split up on top of hers.
Okay, roll like a survival check to see how good your skinning is, which would be a +4 for Kelf.
The worse, the better in this case.
Yeah, true.
6, there we go.
Yeah, it's still got the bear's head on it, so her head is falling down. It's resting on the top.
I figured out how to hollow this part out, so I thought I'd just leave it up there.
It's got the bear's fat and sinew and blood still on it, so it's the worst cloak.
There's an organ or two still dead.
It's still attached on it, yeah, absolutely. And
most of the spinal cord.
And it is not particularly. I mean, it will keep you warm. It will keep you warm.
+5 intimidation.
But
really, she's just proud of the first cloak she ever made.
Yeah. But
Isn't it luxurious? She makes the bear mouth talk. I think it's beautiful.
The others are, a little bit bemused or maybe even worried due to the the cut of your current jib. But yes, nonetheless, it looks like towards the south is the way to press on down here. I'm going to carry on, guys, for another like half an hour. I am so hot and I've got a pounding headache right now. So I'm going to carry on for another half an hour and then probably call it quits because it's so fucking hot right now and I'm dying. But we'll carry on. We should be able to get to a good little ending point here. But just so you guys are tracking. So we got down to the south here. We got these 3 entrances down there. And who wants to go for a little explore down a nice dark cavern? Wilbur wants bear flesh. Yeah, that's true. Kelf just smelled pretty bad right now. That bear was stinky, and now Kelf is stinky too. So
Kelf was not in the best hygiene to begin with.
That's probably true. That is probably true. Okay, so Wilbur will. Alright, so getting stink sacks from the stinky things. Stink sacks. We'll say Wilbur has a little look down here. Why not? It seems like there's a tunnel leading down there. So let me see what this one is. There we go. So what we can see down into what appears to be a cavern of fungus. A trickle of water seeps down from the hillside, reaching this irregular cavern, nourishing a profusion of fungus, weird puffballs, tall caps, and patches of fuzzy mold in a variety of colours. A golden brown carpet of mold covers an old skeleton in rusted mail in the southern part of the room, and a narrow passageway leads to another small room beyond this one. You can kind of poke your head in here without seeing all too much, but it appears that there's another skeleton further down to the south. You can't quite make out what's on it currently, but I'll let Wilbur roll a perception check to see if he can make out what's going on there. So Wilbur's perception is a 10. It looks to be some kind of item, but it's difficult to make out exactly what it is in the darkness. Even with Wilbur's dark vision, it's slightly obscured by the amount of fungus on there. So Wilbur kind of calls back, "There's lots of fungus in here. I see a body. Can't tell what it's got on it, but also the passage to the south seems to be fungus clear, and if Kelf were to look down here, it looks like these two passages kind of connect, so basically they lead to the same way.
As Kelf rounds the back end and spots Wilbur again,
yeah,
she kind of whispers back down the hallway, "There's a dwarf up here."
Tyrion's like, Where? What kind of dwarf?
Smells, kind of like Wilbur.
Are you sure it's not Wilbur?
Is it racist to say that all dwarves smell the same?
They smell the same, look the same. So Wilbur's like, "It's me, you fucking idiot. There's a bunch of fungus in there, and there's someone dead in it as well. Can't tell what they got in their hand. Is it worth risking it, or should we just carry on down to the south?"
Kelf tilts her head and daydreams what suspiciously looks like the chat. We have 60-foot dark vision.
This is true. This much is true. It's entirely possible you can see. I mean, if you know, look into this room, that's basically what is in it. There's a body in here and a ton of fungus lying about the place. And the fungus looks like the same kind of spore that you saw previously in this bear cavern. So you know that it most likely has some kind of toxicity or at least some kind of danger to it. You know. It doesn't look like friendly spores. Looks like one of those unfriendly kinds of spores that you don't want to meet.
The sudden and growing trend of tiny little things trying to kill us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just add it to the list, really. It's death by 1,000 paper cuts in this adventure, really. So, let's see. Invasion of the spore kind. Cover your mouth and nose. Alright, who's going into this thing? Who's daring to dive inside?
This is a chat call. This is on you guys.
Yeah, this is...
It's not beyond my head what follows.
I will not be held accountable.
Choose wisely, don't choose wisely, I don't care. It's not on me.
Eyes and ears, wounds too. Yeah, pretty much any orifice.
You do you. I'll do me.
Alright, Wilbur, okay.
Each other. Probably.
Good idea. Alright, so Wilbur, I mean, he's got a natural dwarven hardiness, right? So Wilbur kind of steps in here and can get to the body. He's going to roll a Constitution saving throw to do so. And this is a poison, so he does have advantage on it. You rolled a 22 though. So Wilbur's like, I don't know what you're all complaining about, as he's like breathing in these spores. And like, and you know, Kelf is like, you know, breathing them in and, well, you know, smelling them, and they smell terrible. You can only imagine what they must be doing to the inside of Wilbur, but he doesn't seem to care.
Kelf shouts out to Wilbur, if you're having trouble breathing, take deeper breaths.
It doesn't seem to be affecting him in any way. He's absolutely so he just grows mold over his skin just quickly,
just instantly.
And yeah, he just manages to grasp what is in this skeleton's hand. First of all, he finds a coin pouch with 200 gold pieces in. And secondly, he finds a scroll which has the spell Command on it. And he comes back, and Lilien's like, I'll have that if you don't mind. Seeing as these guys won't be able to use this, but Lilien, she's got a bit of a knack for such things. Wilbur says, that's pretty much all that was in there. A lot of fungus and shite, but looks like the passage continues down to the south. So,
Kelf turns north, is like, yes, south. See.
So, Wilbur can lead the way again, I guess. Yeah, Lilien will take the scroll, and instantly pockets the gold and doesn't say a word about it. Yeah, just some scrolls in there. So, yeah, have you mind. Anyway, let's go down here.
What's the paper?
So Lilien is like, yeah, I'll keep a hold of the scroll for now. Don't worry, Kelf. It'll come in handy for more than just bog roll. And you scurry down to the south. We'll say Wilbur's continuing to lead the way here. It seems like the only passage, which leads into this big old cavern here. So let's see what this cavern looks like, shall we? Woo.
Oh,
baby.
Oh no.
Oh dear. So, yeah, you've just stumbled into what appears to be a very large cavern. It's a great cavern which glimmers with a faint phosphorescence. The ceiling is almost 50 feet overhead, and bright flecks and gleaming stone formations are visible in the distance. Patches of strange fungi dot the floor, including capped stalks standing as tall as a human and glowing puffballs almost a yard wide. High ledges rise 15 to 20 feet above the floor to the north, south, and west walls. Narrow passageways lead off to the north and south, and a flight of carved stone stairs descends from the western ledge to a path that meanders through the center of the chamber, toward a small iron door in the eastern wall. Audible throughout the entire chamber is the sigh of a soft, cool breeze that rises toward the surface far above. So, we zoom out on this a little bit. You entered into a pretty gigantic cavern with ledges up here. Now, it appears that there's a sort of doorway towards the east here, whilst making out in the darkness is difficult. There's another kind of ledge just about here. Where do I go? To the south. And it looks like there are passageways towards the western areas as well. So, we'll bring the group of you down here so you can all get a good look at this.
By the time anyone notices her again, Kelf has a pipe out again that who knows where that was a minute ago. Like, yes. This stuff. And it acts like that was some deep contemplative thought and just kind of lets it go.
Yeah, yeah. The fungal growths actually seem harmless. In fact, the stalks and puffballs are edible, if not particularly tasty. So, Wilbur's like stuffing one into his mouth currently. Really quite good if you try. You close your eyes and think of a banana. And he's not wrong. You can eat them, and it doesn't seem to immediately kill you, which is always nice with food.
I prefer my food to slowly clog my arteries over several decades.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
In a slow way.
So, the slow tortured death is what I want. So you've got these pastures down here. It's partially hallucinogenic. These are really good.
Wilbur's pupils are just wildly dilated. Look back.
He's just got like gigantic eye stalks right now. And
he's butt naked and already halfway across the room.
Yeah, let's go! These things taste great!
This is bad.
Tiernan tries some of the shrooms. Okay, yeah. I mean, Wilbur isn't wrong. They actually taste okay. They actually taste alright. So there's a doorway, and if I bring Tiernan just over here, we should be able to spot it a little better. Oh, god damn it. My monitor's been waiting. There we go. Over here, there is a little passageway there, which leads to a doorway, a stone doorway. The door looks to be closed. There is a stairway to the west, a stairway to the kind of south, and there's further to explore down there as well. So, up to you guys as to where exactly we want to meander to next. There we go. Should we explore? It's not a stairway to heaven, unfortunately. It's more likely a stairway to gribbly death. But yeah, there's
which, if you think about it, is kind of a stairway to heaven.
In a way, yeah, or, yeah. Depending on how good you've been, I guess.
It's all a stairway to heaven.
So the staircase. All right, let's head over there. Western stairway.
Yes, west, as Kelth starts off towards the east.
Yeah, there we go. So we'll head you over there. So heading over towards the west, and this is that one. Okay, so the staircase leads upwards. We'll see what we got in here.
Kelth pockets a bunch of fun-looking mushrooms.
These are the most fun-looking ones that you could find. They're like the super purple ones.
Yeah, that one doesn't look like it's safe.
Let's try that one. Go. So yeah, this up here. I can move that there. Am I? Okay, so you gaze into an extremely large cavern, faintly lit by natural phosphorescence. Its ceiling rises 50 feet high in places. Crystals glimmer softly in the eerie light. Weird, beautiful flows and structures, of delicate stone grace the chamber. Reading. The western portion of the Great Cave is separated from the west by a steep bluff. And you see a dozen large stone sepulchres lining the cavern walls, each carved with intricate reliefs and designs marked with dwarvish runes. This is the kind of chamber that we're in here. There we go. So, what do we want to do whilst we're exploring this one here? Okay.
Looking like it's going to be a fun room.
Yeah. When there are 12
The trick is, the second any of the stone lids start to lift up on their own, you wait for the heads to get out, and then you just jump back on the lid. Just ends the problem right away. Nobody ever thinks to do it.
You don't see anyone in the room currently, but this isn't the first time that you've been surprised by something. So, I guess we'll have a perception check from Kelth, and I'll roll on for Lillian as well. Nat 20 for Lillian. Pretty damn good.
What was my 3?
3, yeah.
15.
Nice. So, 23 sepulchres stand here. The lids are carved in the likeness of grim dwarves in armor. Dwarvish runes on the front of each tomb appear to represent the names of the occupants or the intended occupants. 3 of the stone coffins have additional runes carved into them. Now, Wilbur can read Dwarvish, because he's a clever fella.
He got them school learnings.
He got them learnings, yeah. So we'll bring you guys further into the room. Like so. So these... Ooh, all over the map. These 3 here, 1, 2, and 3 there, appear to have additional sort of runes carved onto them. It's me bloody cousins! Yeah, Wilbur takes a look at these 3. He can read them. The additional runes record the occupant's date of death and the great deeds the dwarf performed in life. Also carved into these 3 coffins is a warning that doom awaits any who dare to defile the honourable dead. The names of these 3 sepulchres are those of Borgul the Old, Garin Orkdoom, and Nummick the Unlucky.
So it technically does kind of say fuck off.
It kind of does say fuck off.
Recall.
Yeah. It's like, don't call me, we'll call you, basically.
So it's a dwarven tomb, so it just says, just go away.
Just try again another day, not now. I'm busy dead.
Not now. That's all it says on my tomb.
Not right now. That's what I want on my tomb.
I say go away. No A, just go away. Go away.
So Wilbur says, I don't think we should desecrate these tombs, you know. They're dwarven, and this could be my cousins and the like, you know. After all, we are all related.
Yeah, we already found some fun stuff. We don't need to dig around in here.
Okay. So it looks like the cavern entrance to the north here, as Wilbur has a look around. Oops, find a sight, there we go. Actually leads back to the room with the Sturges. So the initial room that Kelf came into, there was a little exit down there to the south that we didn't take, and it actually ended up down here. So we went quite a roundabout's way to get here, but it's all connected. So what was this? Back there's just the way we came. No luck. Let's try another way. And Kelp isn't daring to desecrate these tombs, right? I'm guessing.
Now we're all waiting on the edge of our seats. We're like, oh shit, does he do it?
Yeah.
Everyone stopped to see if Nurgo was gonna do it.
Tyrion's already about to open one tomb. Tyrion, you dick!
He's already like halfway up. He's got his foot in.
Yeah. It's like pushing his finger across.
Don't do what?
Oh. He's like, okay, fine. We'll leave it if... Keep your panties on. So, so we'll head back into this kind of room. The main chamber here. Having explored the Dwarven Sepulchre here. Now we still have the passage to the south. And we still have the door down to the east over here. And we do have more to explore down to the south here as well. So, just moving you guys looking up. Yeah. So where would you guys like to go next? Decisions.
2 more followers and we got a viewer decision.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So if you haven't,
make it happen.
Come, won't you join?
Oh, I did not mean to time you out there, Hungry. My bad, dude. I apologize. Fucking better Twitch TV and its buttons making me accidentally kill people. My bad. Take some gold for my take this donation, my friend. So yeah, where do we want to look? South, I hear. South. Alright. Let's head down this one here. Kelf is there. And Lillian here. Tyrion there. Alright. So you see a little passageway down there, which leads to this one. Yeah, 25. Cool. So, it's a pretty long cavern down here. You hear the thunderous roar of falling water fills this long, low chamber, and spray makes everything slick and wet. A fast stream rushes through the center of the cavern, emerging from beneath a crude dam of rock and mud in the western wall. The stream disappears into a dark shaft at the cavern's eastern end. A rough, winding path follows the stream towards the east. So, yeah, you guys have got water skins and the like. So there we go. So yeah, there's this kind of dark shaft down here. Yeah, good place to refresh yourselves. So this is like the waterfall here. And then if we look in here, you should see that there's this dark hole cavern right there. And it looks like the passage leads up to the west. So, check to see if it's safe to drink. Yeah, let's have a survival check. I'll let Wilbur roll here. It's a 10. It doesn't appear to have any spores in it, but then again, would anything kill Wilbur if he ate it? Kel, if you can roll a survival check on this one.
Oh yeah.
Me too, Jairus. Me too, man. Best kind of shaft. Long dark shaft.
I forgot what the bonus was, but...
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, 17. The water is clean and would serve as a place of rest if you guys wanted to rest.
This water is clear.
It's clear. So you do a Galadriel and you like pour the water from like a jug back into the stream for no reason, and you guys can have a drink and have a little rest here if you guys want to take a short or long rest. We've got Lillian on 14 HP, Tyrion 14 HP, Wilbur on 17. Long or short rest, my friends? What do you think? It's not ale, but it's something. Aye. Agreed.
Kelth rummages through 3 or 4 water skins, but you notice she's peeking in each one to see what's inside it before she finally like empties out her old water and fills up with some fresh cold water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like it. I like the idea that Kelth somehow managed to like liquidize weed in this fantasy age, and she just drinks it.
Magical.
Yeah. Long rest. Okay, cool. We'll take a long
Until
rest.
the kids get into the juice.
So.
Kids are baked.
So, let us do an thing. So, we're taking a long rest by the looks of things. So, Kel, if you can go to first watch, you can roll me a perception check for +3.
15.
15's pretty good. So,
What do I see?
Yeah, you don't see too much really. It's pretty quiet, and the river is just trickling by quite peacefully, and you guys see your friends getting a nice rest there. So all that Lillian take the second watch. She rolls a 20, and similarly things go by quite quietly. She does hear a bit of a rumbling coming from the cavern to the west, but it currently doesn't seem to be getting particularly close. It could also be Wilbur's stomach. Hey guys, let's drink some pop. Tyran can go next.
I was so drunk on pot.
Yeah, man. Rolls a 14. And Tyran realizes that this rumbling noise is getting closer and closer. And as it's Wilbur's turn for the watch, or Wilbur's perception here, roll a 4. Wilbur kind of gets a bit distracted, and it's bad news because he sees something coming down from the river towards you guys, and
oh man, not now! I'm so trashed on weed.
Right? You see that this creature is long, large, slimy, and scaly.
Oh shit!
It's twisting in frustration, its tail lashing, and its giant subterranean lizard is coming straight towards the group of you. And on that bombshell, I'm going to wrap up for today. I'm just gonna wrap up for today because I am gonna pass out if I stay at this computer and keep working. I can feel the sweat on the chair. It's disgusting. It's gross, and my headache is just woo. But
radiating through the stream. I'm like uncomfortably warm now, and I'm sitting in an air-conditioned room. And I'm just like, oh God, Will, just turn on the AC.
I know, man. I know. So you guys can probably like see me like. Man, the V can't get any deeper. But yeah, we're gonna play more of this same time next week with the Subterranean Wizard. We are going to be doing Tricks of the Trade later on today. Josh is also sent me a message saying that he is too hot to do any work today and to work. He's working a 13-hour day, and everyone in the country is sweltering and dying. So. Sorry guys, gonna wrap it up a little early, but hey, that's what happens when it's the hottest day the UK's ever had in May, so fuck me. But it's been a lot of fun. Mike, let's do some wrap-ups, some hooks and plugs, and all that good stuff. Where can we find you online, my man?
Online, I am at Mike Pro on pretty much everything. You need to email me, MikePro@Yahoo, Gmail. Like anything Mike Pro is probably me. But I Twitter and Discord, where I've been working with the Encounter Roleplay community to put together a little refurbishment for the old Tavern Roleplay community, and we're making it a D&D-esque game. There's some big changes, but it's let us do some things that, as the community progresses, will give the game more life. Mini games and stuff you can do on a daily basis, just stuff that people can role play together, all autonomous. So a lot of fun things going on there, and I'm also the head of Offscript Gaming, and keep an eye out for our Kickstarter coming up for Tenko King. You can read that webcomic series at tenkoking.com. I absolutely, from the first day I read it, I fell in love with it. It's very Zelda-like, but it's essentially a love letter from a father to a son, like him as a creator, letting his son know like life is crazy and it'll be scary and all these other things, and it absolutely reads in the text. So definitely check that out. It's got a rich world of lore that I'm very blessed to be expanding on. That's awesome. My big plug.
Awesome, fantastic. Yeah, man, Insta, I wish I had a fan right now, because we're melting at the moment. But this was fun. We'll do it again next week, and I'll be back online tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern for Numenera, A Series of Stillness. So I hope to see you guys then. If you want more Encounter Roleplay, but the stream is going, obviously, you can catch me on YouTube. A bunch of videos just went up today. And the podcast as well. So, Adventures Anonymous episode, 27 came out the other day. So, be sure to check that out and have a listen whilst you're going through your day. Yeah, also follow Mike on Twitch, right? Mike Pro, twitch.tv/Mike Pro.
About that.
Yeah.
I'm not used to it.
I should follow you as well. I don't follow you. There we go. Fantastic. Fantastic. So, yeah, I know, yeah. It's always awkward, isn't it?
This thing I started doing inconsistently.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you guys again tomorrow, and until next time, try not to roll too many net ones, because you want to be sweating it out and dying here when you do. Good night, everybody. See you soon.